Okay, welcome back to part 2 of the 22 caliber guns that some people don't seem to like all that much. And wrongfully so, in my opinion. And today we're going to be doing a bunch of ammunition tests just to prove a point that these guns do function. Now, if you look down here, I'm going to start over on this side. These are the ammos that I know work fairly well. Actually, these two, the Stinger and the Maxi Mags, work every time, all the time. The American Eagle functions quite well. Occasionally, since it's a bulk ammo, it has some misfires and what have you. I've been trying the Aguila, I can't pronounce it, whatever. Been trying those. They seem to be working quite well. The Federal Game Shock always seem to work quite well. Occasionally having a failure to fire, which is not the gun's fault. The Remington Thunderbolts, and also a very reliable, Remington Golding bullets, always seem to be a reliable cartridge for these guns, for both these guns. And then we're going to go over here to the least, starting off with the Thunderbolts, which work, but they're not jacketed, so sometimes they get a little hitch going into the chamber. They'll drag a little bit sometimes. The Federal Champions, I've been having on and off problems with those where, you know, they just don't seem to be that reliable. And then to the two that I brought along that I know absolutely don't function at all in either of these guns. But I brought them along just to prove a point that.
Oh, what are they?
Huh?
What are they that don't function?
Winchester Silver Tips and the CCI Copper. The CCI Copper is a really high velocity. You would think it should work in these guns because they love high velocity ammunition, but for whatever reason they don't work. Again, this is just to show the reliability of these two particular guns, which seem to have gotten a reputation over time as being, you know, craptastic jam-o-matics. Well, we're going to see if that's true today.
At least in your guns.
At least in these two samples, which have not let me down yet. Just one other thing before we start. There was one particular influencer out there. He's a very religious guy and wears a funny hat. Seems to think that, if you go down here for a second, that when you pay $400 for a gun, it should shoot everything you throw at it. That's absolutely ridiculous. There isn't a 22 out there that doesn't have trouble with some ammo that's available. You know, they don't all like everything. Some of them work quite well with a lot of different ammo, different manufacturers, different bullet weights, different velocities. Gypsy's Smith & Wesson M&P 22, which is an excellent gun, actually pretty much eats everything you throw at it. I think the Coppers and the Winchesters are the two that don't seem to work that well on her.
White box Winchester.
Huh?
White box.
A Winchester white box, or even these crazy silver tips.
I haven't tried those.
Well, you're going to try them today, just to see if they work in your gun, just for fun. That's not part of this deal because her Smith & Wesson's always gotten good reviews.
I buy my own ammo for my guns, and he buys his own ammo for his guns. Sometimes our ammo doesn't match up, so he will shoot different ammo out of it. I usually try to go lighter on the...
Yeah, you like the Federal... something or other Target. What the heck was that called?
No, it's CCI Game... Not Game Shock. The other one.
Clean. The CCI Clean. Which
Champion.
Champions work out of your gun, but...
That's what I usually go with.
Champion or Game Shock.
Remington I will go with as well.
Yeah. And of course, the mini mags always work. So, it's,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Start doing this, Yeah.
1.
Okay, first we're going to be trying the Walthers ppks. First, we're going to be doing 5 shots of each ammo. I think 5's a pretty good number. If it's going to have a problem, it'll happen within 5 shots. So, our first 5 is going to be CCI Mini Mag. Our next 5 is going to be Federal Game Shock. So, you ready?
I am.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Go for it.
You ready again?
Mm-hmm. Federal Game Shock.
Federal Game Shocks. Okay. Next 10 rounds. It's going to be 5 rounds of Federal American Eagle and 5 rounds of Remington Thunderbolt. Now let's see if I can actually hit something. Here we go. I know I'm firing a little fast. This is not so much for accuracy right now, it's just to show the function. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, actually didn't do too bad. I don't know. That's the American Eagle. And that's the Remington Thunderbolt. Here,
There we go.
get some light on the subject.
2.
Okay, the next 10 rounds are going to be the 2 rounds, the 2 types of ammo that people seem to suggest carrying in a 22 if you were to carry it. And that is the CCI Stinger and the Winchester Silvertips. Now let's see how this goes. Quite a bit of flash out of the Stingers. Now let's see how the Silvertips work. Well, they chambered all right. Spits a lot of garbage. Usually these don't work, but they're working right now. Let's go take a look at the target quick. They shoot pretty much both to the same point of aim. I keep trying to shoot for the 8, but for whatever reason, I just can't see it.
3.
All right, the next 10 rounds. It's going to be 5 rounds of the Aguila Super Extra and 5 rounds of the CCI Copper. The CCI Copper is a polymer bullet. It's extremely light, and in my past experience, that particular round didn't function in this gun at all. But we'll see if it works today. Maybe we can prove some of these influencers wrong. Okay, here it goes. Come on in. Let me drop the mag. Didn't eject. That's one malfunction from the Aguila. Let's try again. Do it again. Drop the mag. Spent round.
You're moving it too fast, honey.
Sorry.
Spent
round. Didn't pick up the next round. That's 2 out of 5.
That's 3.
At least that one caught the hammer. Didn't pick up the next round. Clearly, it doesn't like Aguila. Let's see what the CCI coppers do. They fed in. Here we go. Oh yeah, prove me wrong. Last time I shot these, they wouldn't even function the gun.
Was it this one or the other gun? Was it this one or the other gun?
Yeah.
Not as good of a group,
No.
but still.
Am I that sounding good? Okay. Last 2 for this gun. The Remington Golden Bullet and the Federal Game Shock. Alrighty. There we go. Oh yeah. And now for the Game Shock. Golden Bullet's always do good.
Well, that's unusual.
What's that?
The Game Shock?
Yeah.
That was a Game Shock, right?
Those Game Shock's a champion that doesn't always work.
Oh. I knew it was one of the CCIs that didn't like you.
And aside from that guy, everybody kind of stayed right in there. The left and right is me. You know, I get a little wibbly wobbly. And next we'll go on to the Walthers P22Q in the next set. Okay, the next in the series is going to be the Walthers P22Q. Say that 3 times fast. And we're starting off with 5 rounds of Federal Champion and another 5 rounds of Remington Thunderbolt. I'm gonna keep this all straight in my head. So, champions first. There we go. Okay. Now, the Remington Thunderbolts. So far, so good. Let's see how I did. Well, not the most accurate shooting at the moment.
Honey, that's off for you.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I missed my cue. The next 10 rounds. It's going to be 5 rounds of the Aguila Super Extra. Let's see how they work in this gun. And the next 5 rounds after that is the Federal American Eagle. Let's see how this works in this gun. Didn't work. Failed to feed. And that was it.
Federal American Eagle. I shut off by accident. Okay.
There you go. 5 rounds of Federal American Eagle. All right, let's see if I did any better this time. Ah, that's a little more like it. A little bit more.
Just a little.
Aguila does not seem to work very well in either gun. Is that thing turned on, or are you not worried about it? Okay.
2.
All right. The next 10 rounds. 5 rounds of the CCI Stinger and 5 rounds of the Winchester Silver Tips. The 2 rounds most recommended by most of the guys on the internet. And I'll say the Stingers are my recommendation, or the mini mags. So let's see how this goes. I always loved the muzzle flash on that stuff.
And it smells really good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. And now the Winchester Silver Tips. There we go. Let's see how I did on those. Yeah, they're smoky.
They kind of smell really good. Not cinnamony like
Oh boy.
Tia always says. Wow.
I'm dropping my hand.
I think you're getting a little tired. That's
Probably.
not your normal.
It's just low. That's way out over here. That one's way out. These, yeah, that's just me dropping my hand. I've been shooting too many big guns.
You are used to doing that.
The next 10 rounds are going to be the Remington Golden Bullet, 5 rounds of those, and 5 rounds of the CCI Mini Mag. These are also 2 rounds I would not turn my nose up at carrying. So, here goes. Those work good. Didn't print too bad. And now for the CCI Mini Mags. There we go. All right. Yeah, I keep dropping my shots.
Yeah, you did better this time, though.
You know,
Just that 1, 2 down here. But the rest are all in.
Yeah, I keep
1,
catching this and...
2, but the rest are all in.
Yep. Yeah, as I said, those 2 rounds I would not hesitate to carry. They're both pretty powerful and will penetrate deep enough. The last 2 are going to be, last 2 rounds, or 2 types of ammo, is going to be the Federal Game Shock and the CCI Copper. So first, Federal Game Shock. And let's see how this works.
Hey, you moved forward a lot more.
Sorry.
You're cheating it.
Okay. Better?
There you go.
Okay.
That's more like your 7
That's more
yards.
like it. There we go. Some guns like some ammo print better, will group better with some ammos than others. So here's the CCI Coppers, the copper polymer matrix lead-free ammo that I thought didn't work in the other gun. And worked in this gun. Let's go see what it looks like.
Things just aren't going the same way they normally do for you.
Well, in a way.
Wow, that's...
Yeah. I know how accurate the coppers can be. They work great out of a revolver. I bet you thought I forgot about the Heritage Rough Rider. Well, nah, I didn't forget about it. I'm not going to shoot every ammo out of this gun. Mainly because it'll shoot anything. But just to prove a point, it's loaded with 6 rounds of a Gila Super Extra. The one that didn't seem to want to work. And, well, did it work in the little blue?
We'll have to go back and look because I don't remember.
I couldn't remember if it gave a problem or not. But
have you ever told them who Little Blue is?
Little Blue is the Walthers P22Q.
Okay.
Like this gun was called Pinky. And when I got it, it had pink grips. Well, I changed it. Now it's Little Scully. But I still call it Little Pinky.
I do too.
So, here we go. We're going to shoot.
You're a little far forward.
Well, it's a single action.
It's all right, but you're not at 7. You're...
Yeah, I got you. I'm trying to cheat here.
Yes, I know.
We're doing all this shooting at 7 yards. Just as a, average place to start. So, here, let's see what I can do with Little Scully.
double action.
Can't do double. It's a single action.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, you shot high, but you're still out. Are you tired today?
This gun shoots high. The point of aim. I was aiming here, and it'll string upwards.
Okay. Well, it's not bad.
For under $200 single action little pop gun. But that does smell funny. It's got a funky smell to it.
Uh-huh.
But if you have an ammo that doesn't work in your auto, put it in a revolver.
And he carries that thing.
Sometimes, yeah. Okay, for a quick recap. We tried a bunch of different ammos, see what worked, what didn't work. And as you can see, most of them worked. Even ones that I thought wouldn't or didn't in the past. Like the Winchester silver tip and the CCI copper. For some reason I tried them a year or two ago and it just didn't seem to work. Maybe it just took a lot more rounds to break the two guns in. I don't know. Both these guns have at least 1,000 rounds in them. Maybe not so much the revolver.
Pinky.
Little Pinky, yeah. Little Scully, little Pinky.
Pinky skulls.
Pinky Skull.
Yeah, I like Pinky better.
Yeah. So, just to prove a point, I went through and shot all these. Just to show you that these guns will shoot a lot of different ammos. There are different bullet weights, different bullet shapes, hollow point, soft lead, jacketed, you name it. There's a nice cross section of what's out there. With the exception of the Aguila, which surprised the hell out of me. It didn't work at all. The ppks. I have to review the
0022.
0022. And Little Blue, I have to review and see if it actually worked. And I think we had one malfunction in Little Blue. So the P22Q, I believe, just had one malfunction, which in itself is not a horrible thing. But when you're going to use an ammo that you're going to depend on, you're going to put your life on the line with, I don't think I want something that's going to be questionable. But we know the mini mags work great, the stingers work great. I think I need to shoot more of the Winchester silver tips before I decide to carry those or not. The coppers, I like the concept of them. They are very fast shooting, fast flying round. They're super high velocity. That's what the box says. 1850. Now that's out of a rifle, probably like 16-inch barrel rifle, but even at 1850, you're still looking at 1,500 feet per second out of a handgun. That's considerably fast. So, if you have a comment on any of this, any questions, what I did wrong, what I did right, any of that kind of stuff, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you own one of these guns, tell me how you like it, how it's worked for you, what kind of problems you had or don't have. So, something you wanted to add, sweetheart?
Well, we don't know everything about everything,
No.
but we know what we know.
I know what I know. I know this is an example of one. It's not like I have 10 of these to test out. I wish I did have the money for that, but I don't. And I don't really care to try out 10 of the same gun, but you get my point. It's a cross-section of one. And I've had these guns for a while. Like I said, they've had many rounds through them, and I've enjoyed them immensely. I love carrying my James Bond or 0022, whatever you want to call it.
Well, it looks like the James Bond gun.
is.
So
It's
it's
the
a
same thing.
007. Instead of that, it's a 0022.
Yeah. If they want to play James Bond, there you go. You can do it, and you can do it on the cheap. The ammo won't break the bank. 380 ammo will cost you quite a bit. So we know 22 is considerably cheaper. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment, and we'll talk to you later.